Hello, my name is Caitlin Wetzel, and I'm a student here at Delaware Tech, and I'm a member of the Drug and Alcohol Counseling Program. And the purpose for this assignment is really just for me to educate people on what assistive technology is and what it does and how it really helps people. So first I want to start off with giving a definition for assistive technology. According to ectocenter.org, an assistive technology device is described as any item, piece of equipment, or product system, whether acquired commercially off the shelf, modified, or customized, that is used to increase, maintain, or improve functional capabilities of a child with a disability. These devices enhance everyday life for people with disabilities, anywhere from home life to working, learning, and basic functioning. So basically, you would think anything that can make anything a little bit easier, right? So we can go ahead and take a look at some examples. You can see some pictures here. You can gather a pretty good idea of what assistive technology is. You can see that, we're using it for handicapped people. We're using it for people that are having trouble seeing, having trouble moving around, maybe. So let's take a look at some specific examples. The first one is called a teletypewriter, and it's a device specifically made for the deaf portion of the population in an attempt to help them better use telephone communication. As you can see in this photo, there's a telephone and a display screen to the right. This display screen shows what the phone is translating as it inputs from the other side. It is translating spoken communication into text so the person on the other end can respond. The next assistive technology device that I'm going to look at is a voice labeling device. As you can see, this thing kind of looks a little bit like a pen, and these devices are used by usually visually impaired or blind people, and it comes with these encrypted stickers. And what you do with these stickers is you put them on little bottles or DVDs or clothing, and you put the pen on the label and you record audio into it. And once you come back to this sticker, you can put the pen on it and it will replay your audio back to you. And what these people do is they use it to label things in their household and find things easier. Next is called a CCTV display device. And again, these are used by visually impaired people. Usually if you have no vision, these won't help you as it's more enlarging things. So as you can see in this picture, it's a grandmother looking at a picture that's been drawn for her by one of her grandchildren. And it looks to be a little bit too small for her to see, so she's using this device to enlarge it on a bigger screen so she can see the picture. They usually use CCTVs for real-life images, as when you use computer devices, there are computer software programs that can help you better see what's on your device. Next would have to be the screen readers, which I was just speaking about. These installed computer softwares that allows the computer to read what is on your screen and what you are typing into your computer. According to one of the websites that I checked, a screen reader actually uses the source code of a web page to sort of construct an alternative script. It's an accessible representation of the page, and instead of reading, everything that's on the website, it tries to only pick out what's important. Next comes the Braille display, which would usually be for more totally blind people. It's an accessory for your computer that usually is attached to the bottom of a keyboard. And what it does is, as you are scrolling through web browsers or Word documents or emails, it refreshes lines of Braille on these little, almost domino-looking tiles that you can see. And what it does is it helps the reader read what's on the screen by feeling these bumps. Next, I'm going to move towards the community with limited movement, move towards joysticks and wands. These help people with limited movement function with many different kinds of devices. Joysticks, as you see, have buttons. They have these little joysticks, right, that people use to navigate through web browsers or, computers. Although they can also be used on wheelchairs for movement, for navigation through rooms and whatnot. Next would have to be wands. Wands can be attached to people's heads with headbands or placed in the mouth if, people are unable to use their hands. And it helps them to navigate. As you can see, it almost looks like, what would I call it? I'm going to call it a pointer stick. You can use this pointer stick to touch the things that you can't reach, right? That's the idea here. You're supposed to be able to allow these people to access a computer when unable to use their hands. Next on the list, we're going to talk about iTypers, which extremely stuck out to me because I had never thought of a device like this. These are for people with limited or no mobility. These devices require a camera focused on the user's eyes. And, sometimes, like the picture shows, they'll put it in front of the person and put a rest behind the person's head so that way their head doesn't move. Or in other cases, they will place the camera in the user's eye. And they will use eye movements to navigate through computers. And as you can see here, I put, if you want to click your mouse, you have to blink your eye slowly. So how much do these devices exactly help people? I did a little bit of research, and according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Office of the Assistant Secretary for Planning and Evaluation, they polled the people that were taking care of these handicapped people around us to find out, once provided with these assistive technology devices, how much did it help these people improve their lifestyles? How much were they then able to fully take care of themselves or fully do one task that they were unable to do? As you can see here, 75% of caregivers said that it helped a lot. Only 1% said that it did not help. So if you have somebody at home who's having trouble functioning due to a crippling disability, assistive technology might be a great thing to look into.